Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport. Historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. On the 49ers sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His team playing exceptional football, 8-2 in their last 10. Across the way, you've got the head coach of the Bears. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. Alongside Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. The kicker has us set for the start. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, they're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll dodge one would-be tackler. He'll wind up getting a nice gain of 6 on the play.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 7.
An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. They'll go with the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now this time they'll look to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. They gain 18 yards on that one. It's good for a Niners first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
2nd and 10. At the Bears' 45.
On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Last week's performance, Mike, probably when you go back and look at it, the thing that stands out the most is just a little bit too inconsistent for their liking. I mean, he found a way to ultimately lead his team to a victory, and that's the biggest thing. With that said, he has to do a better job of keeping the ball from getting into the wrong hands. He got too careless at times, and they made him pay for it. If he does that here today, he may not get so lucky.
And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the first down. They'll try to sneak it here, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw, and he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. That catch number 80 in this campaign. And it gives his team a first down. Couple of first downs already on this drive, and they'll go first down from the 43. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Nick Martin is there to bring him down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll set up to throw. That's a short one caught by Loveland. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. He will not be able to get to the end. They shut him down. Taken down behind the line. And it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They'll run it and give it to the big guy. And he's going to have the Bears first down. They wind up getting the yards they needed on 4th and 3. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. This one completes right side. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll stick with him again. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Noel Williams is there to bring him down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5. But it will keep the drive going.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And the Bears going to be set up with 1st and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Bears first down.
It's been a really good drive so far. But what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their...
That one taken in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year.
It seems to me they were kind of holding this play call for this exact situation, Mike. 1st and goal down here near the goal line, and they had this one worked up all week. Simple pitch and catch, and it works to perfection.
The PAT, up and good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. Here we go on the return from the 1. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at his 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete.
What did he tell us in our production meeting this week, Mike? He takes such great pride in his coverage abilities, and after that play, it's pretty clear why.
This one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, what this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth, he certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
The Bears offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he is right up there amongst the league leaders when it comes to receiving yards by a wideout this year. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and taken by Loveland.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
No give on the ground. And, oh, they smacked him down there. Big hit right at the line. No gain.
The line of scrimmage.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 49ers 23-yard line.
So after 1, it's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the 2nd quarter. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll run the sneak. And he is going to have a Bears first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard. Now this time he'll set up to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, it's one of those, sometimes you got to feel like you know where the ball's going to go, and the defense knows it too, but it still ends up in that guy's hands for the touchdown.
Absolutely, Mike. In these critical situations, like down here in the red zone, it's players, not plays. It doesn't matter what you draw up on the board. You say, okay, who's my best player? Put him in a good matchup, let him go win, and give him a chance. That's exactly what they do here, and I think we're going to see a lot of this the rest of the game.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The 49ers offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now, faking the give. Checking it down. This one is caught. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now a second and 6.
They'll look to throw. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw yet again. And it's caught. Trey Palmer. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
26-yard line.
Here's a run going left. Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They put the tight end Brown in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up. The ball comes out. But fortunately, one of his teammates able to get on it, and the Niners retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. This will be from 56 yards away. His kick is good. And the 49ers get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Back to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. An unbalanced look to the left here on 1st down.
18 yards. That's good for a Bears.
He'll look to throw. Quick throw. Taken in. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. That's the 2nd time they found him on this drive. And this one's good for 24 yards.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was and he gets his head around, great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike.
And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's a run. He'll get maybe a yard down to the 4-yard line. Inside the 5, it is second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second.
They'll go with him again. A dive, and he's in. Touchdown, Chicago. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. Not going for two, they'll kick the point after. The kick is good. And the Bears move out to a 21-3 advantage.
49ers 3.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. Drive will start on the ground. And he fought through one tackle, stayed on his feet, but they get him down. It's no gain.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On second and 10, they'll try to throw. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
A gain of 2 brings up third and 7.
Now they'll set up to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he skips away nicely for that first defender. It's a pickup of 5. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, here comes second and 4. They send the tight end in motion. Going right, it's taken in. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. Second down, 8 yards to go. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And open downfield. It's Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
A gain of 22 yards.
That catch number 40 on the season for him.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll look to throw again. First down throw there is incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The Bears have it. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to rumble all the way home. Touchdown, Bears. Oh, Greg, they were playing with fire. He lost the ball once. This time it is not only fumbled, but returned for a touchdown by the defense.
Yeah, now you're starting to sense a little bit of a trend here, Mike. I mean, twice he's put the ball on the ground. This time leads directly to a defensive touchdown. He has to do a better job. Keep two hands on the ball. Ball security in the pocket. They work on it every single day in quarterback drills. It's gotten away from him today. This is something that defenses are going to continue to attack.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The 49ers offense about ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. The throw here is complete. Timeout 49ers. That is their second. They stop it here with just under 40 seconds until halftime.
At the 30-yard line.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 43.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A fairly quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to the air once more on second down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. They'll try to convert it on third down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The threat of making a poor decision and throwing a pick is always in the back of your mind, and while you can't play scared, you do have to play smart. If you can't find an open target, throw the ball away, live for the next down.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
20-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
10 yards. That's good.
So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. It is week 13. Things starting to get a little nervy in some circles. The home stretch starting to creep closer. Let's go to the highlights. Our look at the NFL.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Right now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and their running back set to go once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
It is third and long.
Intended for Rome Odunze. Incomplete. Makes it third down and 12 yards to go.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job in separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
It's 4th down.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side here, pass is caught. He's close to a first down. A gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercept it. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6.
And this is what comes when you decide to attack outside the numbers. You have to have a quarterback that's A, willing to make tough throws, and B, the arm strength to do it. He has the arm. Just think that one was a little too reckless, and they end up with a big interception.
So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And a good run there. Give him 5 yards.
Taken down at the 11-yard line.
2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now a give up the middle. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. 1st down, Chicago. They'll stay on the ground. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. That's another 1st down, another big play. The defense has some issues. Gain of 18. Now this time they'll look to throw. And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup.
And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. From the 43, here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10.
Now, faking the give. That is caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
That's good for the Bears. 1st down.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Touchdown, Chicago. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
49ers 3.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. 49ers offense getting set to get back to work. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete.
And you see the coach on the sideline just kind of shake his head. He's got to have a conversation with his quarterback to just make better decisions. I mean, that was almost his 3rd interception of the game. He's got to just take a deep breath. Don't continue to force throws into bad spots. Take what's there, find the open target, and maintain possession. I think in this field position, Mike, when 4th and short, I think you got to go for it. I think there's at least a conversation going on the sideline about whether you keep your offense on the field or send out your punt unit.
Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Bears offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll run on 2nd down. He'll have a first down as he gets this up close to the 40-yard line.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle they go. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd downs. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Yeah. And they'll take this down inside the 35. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Bears first down. On the ground, they go with their running back. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
The RPO. That one is complete. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Bears. That is his 3rd touchdown of the game and his 9th for the year. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man, they're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The extra point is good. And the Bears stretch things out even further. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He connects with Palmer on that one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. And out to Brown, right side, complete. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
At the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And a missed tackle there. He pushes forward. It will give him 4 yards. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
First down. A gain of 14.
He'll look to throw. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 28.
They'll look to throw yet again. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Back to the air one more time. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 1.
You know, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down. A handoff as they try to run it here. A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are into the end zone for the first time today. Touchdown, San Francisco. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. Tyler Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will get just a bit closer.
49ers 10.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Right now to return it. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Bears offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
First and 10.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's a short one, caught by Loveland. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. His 8th reception of the game. And good for a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And that throw just seems like the cherry on top of what has been an incredible day for this quarterback. And I wouldn't be surprised here late if we get to see the backup after this drive. And there's one guy in the stadium that has earned the right to stand on the sideline and relax. It's this quarterback. And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Chicago.
27-yard line.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. No chance at all. He'll go down.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. That's number 40 on the season for him.
10 at the 13-yard line.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On the ground they go. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of a yard.
We know from talking to these coaches this week, Mike, that they think they got themselves a steal. They got this young rookie maybe a little later in the draft than a lot of people expected. And I'll tell you what, they're not complaining. They think they've got themselves a starter and a star for a long time.
This is caught for 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. Now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year. Extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Bears add on to their already sizable lead.
Bears 49, 49ers 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 15. 1st down, San Francisco.
Tight end going in motion here. This one complete to Palmer. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
10 yards.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches.
Bears 49-yard line.
Putting the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, 49ers.
They'll look to throw again. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, 49ers. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. And, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed. So replay's going to take a look at this one and make sure it is good for 6. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bears 49, 49ers 17.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Right now to return it. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Bears offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll stick with him again. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL. When you call a draw, Mike, what you're counting on is that the defense is in full pass mode. The linebackers in secondary are getting a lot of depth in their drops. The defensive line is just racing up the field thinking, I'm going to sack the quarterback. In this case, they're not so lucky. Not only do they not catch him off guard, they're not able to pick up any yards.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Niners offense back onto the field for their next possession. Now a run on 1st down. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now here's a keeper on his own read. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one in the win column for the Bears. And it is their 3rd consecutive victory. They continue to play great football here in this latest stretch. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.